Uh, Capo. It's so easy for us to get lost, right? Lost in love. I'm a grown man, I can tell you the truth. Hey Peter, I almost fell myself. When it get cold, it get cold. Something like Canada. I guess you can feel me on that one, right? You know.
Another amazing family member of the Height Chef family. I say this every time. The Height Chef family is not possible. It is not able to do the things that we do without the strength of an amazing network of people that we work with. And these family members have shown themselves time and time again that they are people we can always rely on and count on, and they always have solid product every single time. Like these, we try and do all of the legwork for everybody. We don't want you to have to go searching through all of these weird bunk ass uh, cannabis brands that are just trying to get your money. We are trying to find the people who truly have the best products and that are just cool people, man. These are people that you want to mess with. So definitely one of those people was this month's vendor. It was Flight 9. Big up to Justin from Flight 9. Are you in the building, my G? Let's make sure Justin can unmute. Yes, there he
Yo,
is.
yo, what up?
Yes, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend, the end blunt. What are you saying, my guy? How are you, broski?
Just getting busy, you know.
That's
What up,
what I,
Alfred? Yo, you killed that meal. We haven't had the dessert yet. We had the first two courses so far.
right. It was
Bomb,
delicious,
man.
right? What did you think so far?
Excellent, man. Chicken was on point. Everything's been perfect.
Awesome.
Yes,
Thanks, man.
yes, that's proper. We do it like that every time. You know how we roll, Justin. You know how we
Hell
roll.
yeah, high expectations every time.
Exactly. And we keep going above and beyond every single time. So if you had to choose right now out of your favorite, what was your favorite so far? If you have, because we got to vote for champion of the night later on tonight.
I'd say the peanut sauce would have to win it so far for me.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
man. That
The
turned the
main
tide
course,
right there.
man. The main course slap. That peanut sauce. I tell you, you could put it as a drink and it would be
100%. Isn't it? You can buy juice boxes of it, can't you? Peanut juice.
yeah, the peanut punch in the juice box.
Yeah, yeah.
This one was just like a little bit more savory. All right. You and me are on the same page. You and me on the same page. We see it. We see it. I don't know. But
100%.
yeah, man. Yo, I was so glad that you were able to be a part of this season. You're gonna be here every season, my guy. You're not going anywhere. You're like again becoming one of the foundation members, and we're
So, yeah,
always
I
happy to have
appreciate that.
you. You know what I'm saying? We're always happy to have you on board because the products are always super duper proper. You know what I mean? I'm always glad. The reaction is always good. The feedback is always good. So
Always.
that alone speaks volumes. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to. You don't have to sell us. We don't have to sell you. It's just people don't know the products are proper. You know what I mean?
Dope, man. I appreciate you. I
Very
appreciate everything you guys do. I think everyone knows. I think most of the people in attendance know who we are, but we appreciate all the support. Everyone who grabbed anything, big up to you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoy everything. It's been a good night so far, just chilling, vibing, and smoking together.
Yes, and that is what we're trying to do. That's what people need right now, my bro. We are far isolated and disjointed, and we need this connection. So being able to come together with good friends every month, at the very least, is awesome. Is a good
100%.
vibe.
We'll be back in the
That's what
flesh in the building soon.
I don't know for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
100%.
So you are the man behind Flight 9. I know sometimes people don't like to come into the spotlight all the time, but I know it's important for just on a sheer trust level to build that level of trust with people. It's good to put faces to names sometimes.
For
So
sure. Accountability is everything.
yeah, man, and I'm just glad that people get to see that the real person behind these awesome products. So I'm just kind of wondering sometimes, like, what was some of the inspiration behind Flight 9? Like, what made you want to start doing it? What was some of the inspirations behind what you chose to do? Because you have a pretty cool list of products, and we're gonna get to that in a sec. But I just kind of want to get an idea. of what were some of the inspirations behind choosing to do this and what you chose to do. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think a big part of it was like just wanting that independence, and then I had to check my skill set. The skill set that I had was cooking and a love of cannabis, so kind of mash those two together. There's not too much. I mean, you guys pull off the savory side of things, so
We get it.
I,
We,
I had to take over that sweet weedy Wonka void there. And yeah, you just gotta have something that sparkles. I mean, you gotta have the things that everyone wants, like the gummies, and then you gotta have that extra sparkle on your playlist as well.
yes, yes, I see it. I see it because again, like your menu is again, while it's big, there are still some selections on there that are things that no one else is carrying, or you know what I'm saying, or just not doing it in the same way. Like you know what I
For
mean.
sure.
So I
There,
know,
there's always imitation, but that shit's just flattering.
yeah, for real, for real.
You said it.
We get it
You
too.
said it.
We get it too. We understand. But yeah, I mean, that's cool that that also is a part of the inspiration that you are trying to do different stuff and innovate with some of the stuff that you're doing. Because I know something as simple as gummies, like you said, that the fact that everybody has basically a gummy, or everybody's trying to do a gummy, nailing that gummy is extremely hard. Like you have to have really put some time and experience into getting the right gummy consistency. Like when we were talking yesterday, and you were talking just about having to deal with humidity and temperature and all that stuff. Like I'm sure a regular person doesn't think about all of that when they're thinking a person makes gummies. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's definitely some nightmare tales that come along with the learning curve as far as I mean, some things you don't have time to slowly learn, especially when it's like a 10-day process or something like that. So you have to kind of take those risks, which comes with any business anyways. And sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose. As long as you're winning more than you're losing, you're doing all right.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You take the wins where you can, yo. You take it wherever you can, 100%. But I mean, again, it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart because it's easy to mess up a gummy, and I know that. So the fact that yours are so on point all the time is really impressive. And again, now I'm understanding why because I mean, it's part of the inspiration behind what you do is to fill that void. You know what I'm saying? And when that drives you, then a few hiccups, a few failures are not going to stop you. You know what I'm saying?
For
So
sure.
I
I
believe,
mean, if anything's been trying, this last year's been trying for everybody. So we'll see who comes out after, things come back to a little bit of normalcy or something more familiar.
right,
But
right,
life's good. Life's good. We ain't complaining.
good,
Myself, I'm sitting here with Luna Hayes. We're doing good.
nice. Yo, big up, Cass. Happy belated birthday, my girl. Big up, big up.
Yes, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's our girl. Heighten Chef alumni. She is Heighten Chef alumni. She has been
Oh
on the
yeah.
show.
You guys can find her on Etsy. She's got lots of bomb art, lots of cannabis related stuff.
Yes. Make sure you hit up Lunar Hayes. If you are not following Lunar Hayes, go check her out. She's awesome. The jewelry alone will catch you, and then all of her amazing art. She does actually all of the art for your
Ooh, there they are right there.
product.
Hell yeah.
Definitely going to
Not
talk
your-
about this in a moment.
Isn't that on your cap too? Did she design that?
What's that?
Your
On
cap?
the she did the eyes for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's dope. That's dope. That's
So
dope.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we've had tweaks done of it. We've had a few different options.
For sure, for sure. But yeah, man. So that's amazing. I'm glad that you decided to take this up because you are definitely winning at it. You figured out what you're doing. With, I mean, again, a tough products that you have. You have some sick products. So why don't you let's go down some of the list of some of the amazing things. Like we were just talking about the gummies. Your gummies are awesome. Me personally, again, my personal reason why I love your gummies specifically is again because of the consistency. I find that the gummies always hit the same no matter what. Like sometimes a gummy might be a little bit lighter on its side or a little bit might be a little heavier. Yours are always the same. So I can always trust the consistency. And that's the part of it I love.
So,
You come with different dosages. What are the dosages that you had for us? Like this that you have them at again?
So we offer 200, 400, and 1,000 milligram packs. Each one comes with 4 gummies, so 50, 100, and 250 milligrams per gummy, respectively.
Yes, proper. That is super proper. That is just the right dosing for pretty much anyone. So even if you're a novice, you can still mess with your gummies all the way up to super heavyweight because those 1,000 milligram, the 250 milligram gummies hit. Real.
Yeah, I don't need too many edibles myself. This meal's even catching up with me. I'm pacing myself on that third course. I mean, I've been going steady with the blunts from when we kicked it off at 7, but the meal's
Yeah,
catching up too.
it's
It's that different feeling hitting.
like you're kind of underwater a little bit. Exactly. Yeah, you might need to pump the brakes a little bit. Pump the brakes a little bit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
a little self-awareness.
So what flavors? Now, you have 4 different flavors, I think, for the gummies, right?
Yes, sir. Peach, pineapple, watermelon, and green apple.
All favorites. You can't lose with those. You
We
can't
tried
lose.
a few different ones early on. Peach was always a fan favorite, so I used to do foggy peaches at the very beginning.
Oh,
And it was just a one flavor thing, and that was it. Then we tried like a berry flavor, and then we settled on the 4 when I finalized the packaging and whatnot.
right, right. When we were talking yesterday, did you mention that there was a flavor that you had before and something? Was there one flavor you were talking about
Yeah,
before?
we definitely tried some different stuff. There was pina colada, which was
Peanut.
awful. It was so heavy that it reminded I was eating with my nose the whole time, so I was just felt like I was eating suntan lotion or something. It was bad, but you gotta try something. I'm sure I still got the flavoring kicking around somewhere, but I haven't dared to try that again.
Oh man, you got to bring back pina colada. Pina colada, it works. That's kind of what we were drinking tonight.
Maybe a syrup or something would slap a bit different.
Hey, now you're talking. Now you're talking. So that's the next thing. Let's talk about that. So you did have the green lean uh, infused syrup. So that actually is super amazing. We are super pleased with that, and I know we're gonna find uses for that coming up in the future. 100%. There's definitely a connection there between us and Flight 9 Bakery. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So what were some of the different flavors that you had with the beverage syrup with the green lean?
Well, we currently have we have we're low on some flavors. We got some new flavors that'll be coming in when I order the next batch of labels. We'll probably switch out a couple. There's nothing that's set in stone with them. I just tend to order the labels, 5,000 of each flavor, and then when they're gone, they're gone. I'll switch up the flavors. But yeah. So right now we got on deck. I only had cherry on deck, unfortunately. Sorry to anybody who ordered something different. But the grape and the fruit punch, I hooked y'all up with some cherry, some stickers, some keychains, and whatnot.
Yes, big up.
Yeah, so we've had kiwi in the past, or not kiwi, sorry, key lime. We do grape, cherry, blueberry, peach, um, fruit punch. We've toyed with a few that weren't so good, like French vanilla and stuff around like Christmas time, or like a peppermint one and stuff like that. But
Like or something.
yeah, I thought it was good, but you throw that in like a cappuccino or something, a little peppermint syrup, Christmas morning.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
there you go.
Yo, but I'm telling you, even with all the flavors, I feel like the make or break thing with a lot of these syrups and the leans and things that I've had the chance to try is the solubility. So I mean, and I find that yours is always amazing. It just goes right in. There's not any real particulate matter. Sometimes you get these little floaties that come up on some people's leans. And
I mean, we definitely have had our fair amount of issues with anything regarding syrup, because once it leaves your possession or shipping, you're not really sure the conditions it sits in, or stuff that's kind of out of your control, but you're still kind of accountable for it.
yeah,
But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we've always made amends with any issues that have arisen, and then we move forward, and we've gotten the recipe to a good place over 3 years of tinkering slowly, that finally got it to a place where it's it's stable.
yes, and that
I
is
mean, worst case, I mean, you give it a shake or something, and I think that's to be expected with most things that are, as long as they're it's not a, you're not exerting too much energy to try and blend your shit back together, then it's fine. Stuff
Interesting.
requires getting stirred or shaken all the time.
That's
That's
true.
fine, as long as, like you said, there's no particulates floating around or something that's super unappealing or something like that. People eat with their eyes, so you don't want to be presenting those issues yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're such a businessman, bro. That was the most businessman answer. I loved it to death. I loved it to death. You fucking rock, bro. Awesome, bro. That's awesome. So yes, so you had the gummies, you had the green lean, and then you have my favorite thing that you carry, which is
Oh,
the chocolate nugs.
Hell
These
yeah.
things are bomb. This is your apple pie flavor, and this is your cherry cheese, raspberry cheesecake
Yeah,
flavor.
the Raspberry Dream. Cassie did the logos for each one of those as well, Luna Hayes.
Oh, wicked! I didn't even realize that. That's dope. Okay, that's a wicked. Yeah, man. So I'll tell you, a lot of people needed explaining about what nuts are. When they see just the name of it, when they looked at the price list or when they looked at the menu, they had a they always would ask me, what are nugs?
Yeah.
So I have a way of explaining it to them, but I want to hear, how do you explain it to someone who's never heard of this thing before?
You're going to end up bringing my market spiel out. 2 years ago, it was like, come on, try these nuggets.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
sample tables out. So I mean, I think it's like a crispy cookie hybrid. I started saying that because originally we did like a cocoa mint, which actually had Oreos in it, so it made sense to say it like that. But now I guess it's more of a artisanal crispy of some sorts. I mean, there's a lot of ingredients that I think make it beyond a Rice Krispie square or something like that.
yeah. No, definitely, definitely.
Even our new flavors, so they have so we have chocolate chip pancakes as one of the new flavors, and then blueberry crumble, which
Okay.
has blueberry jam in it, and then it has a little blueberry flavoring as well, just to bring out that flavor a little bit stronger. It's
Okay.
got
So
brown sugar, like it's done up to the nine, and it's got dehydrated or freeze dried blueberries blended up and tossed in it in the sugar.
that's sick. That is dope. Okay, so I'll tell you how I kind of explain it to people. So I kind of explain it as, like you kind of said, a chocolate crispy. It's like a chocolate with like Rice crispy in it. And I always say, have you ever had clodhoppers? You know what clodhoppers are?
Yeah, yeah.
the Walmart thing.
What Once I say clodhoppers, people are like, "Oh, it's kind of something like that." But I'm like, "Yes," but it's like in the shape of a bud. It looks like a weed bud, but it's crispy. You know what I mean? Should I not do that anymore? Is that not a
I'm
description?
sorry, I was dealing with one of my other business partners calling me.
Oh. I was like,
Yeah,
"Uh-oh."
your volume dropped out quite low right there.
You got me now? Am I good?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's a lot quieter than it was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. So that's kind of how I explain it. I kind of explain it as like a weed shaped clodhopper. But again, these are my favorite things that you do. They are awesome. They are awesome. Definitely
I
give them.
mean, cod hoppers are a lot more chocolate. We use the marshmallow heavier than chocolate. There is chocolate in the raspberry cheesecake and the chocolate chip pancakes. Other than that, the other ones don't have any chocolate in them.
Okay, okay. All right.
Yeah, I
Now I
mean,
know.
cod hopper. You
Stop.
got to get creative with these descriptions sometimes so you can paint a picture for people.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. And I love how you nail the coloring every time. I don't want you to give away any trade secrets, but how do you get the coloring so righteous, my bro? Like they look like weed buds. How do you do this?
Large orders of food coloring, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a long process figuring out the right coloring, but you got it, man. It looks like it. So it's like, I'm sure it was a long process to figure out how you got all the way to those amazing things. Delicious. So do you have another flavor? What's your next flavor that you think you might be coming out with for nugs?
Well, those two just dropped like
The chocolate pancake
probably
and the
two
blueberry
months
crumble?
ago, maybe.
Sorry, say again?
The other ones dropped maybe 2 months ago.
Hmm.
So we'll be aiming for, I don't know, maybe by the end of the year, drop something new.
Okay, okay. Any hints? Any spoilers you want to release? Any ideas?
I don't think I know enough yet.
Oh, you
We'll
don't?
go with something extra funky. Do something like, I don't know, Nanaimo bars or something, just to throw something out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm a personal fan of Ferrero Rocher. So if you did something with,
Hazelnut's always a good one.
I am a fan of that. So if you ever decide to go that way, you have a fan right here, bro. You already have a fan from a long time. You done know. You done know. So yeah, man. Yo, but I was surprised when I got to chat with you yesterday to find out that you not only are just doing this amazing work with all of these edibles and stuff, but you are also still doing music. So talk to us maybe a quick little bit about some of your music stuff that you have going on.
Yeah, I got lots of music stuff coming up. I got a project that just dropped, features Mocha Only and Ghetto Socks. Mocha Only from Vancouver, old school shit if you know Swollen Members, or
Yeah.
even if you know Len with Steal My Sunshine. He was originally part of Len.
Okay. Yes.
Back
Yeah.
then, little nuggets. Y'all can check the interview out we did with him on Breaking Records Radio a few years back. He dropped some gems about his musical past. He's done over 100 projects, so that's pretty wild.
That's dope.
Yeah, Breaking Records Radio is actually another business of mine as well. We do a label and a radio show. We've interviewed some big acts like Tech Nine and Obi Trice and uh, tons of others. Demrick. We did one of Fife Dog's last interviews before he passed from Tribe Called Quest.
Amazing.
Oh,
Amazing. Yeah, man. Yo, please make sure you type all of that information into the chat so that people can see where they can go to find anything about breaking records, like for sure. You know what I'm saying? Dig that up. So our DJ did have a little bit of some technical issues with the downloading the track that you
No
wanted.
problem. I'll drop the link in the chat if anyone wants to check it out.
Oh, for sure, for sure. That'll be big. That'll be big because I definitely want to help support you on that vibe. Like I'm all for creatives. You know what I'm saying? So anything like that. Yo, I was even surprised when you told me that you make your own beats and shit too. Like that is proper.
Yeah, that's actually where it all started.
Is beat production.
Yeah.
Okay,
still.
that's good. Alfred, I know you're feeling
Yeah.
that. I know you feel production.
I'm just thinking like at some point you should just make I can like set you up with like Peter or something. I'll send some music over to him because Peter's done work with he's doing work with like Mad Child. He just dropped fucking a track with Fetty Wap and all this shit. So he did a track with fucking some Wu Tang. On his last people from Wu Tang on his last album and shit. So send some
That would be
music over,
sick.
man. Drop those links. I'll definitely send them out to him.
It's all about that network vibe. It's all about that network vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's set something up. We can make it happen. Yo, Justin, thank you so much for rolling true, hooking up the people with the amazing products, the nugs, the gummies, the green lean. You're out here. Please tell the people how they can reach you if they want to reach you, if they want to order anything, if they want to hit you up. How do people get at you, yo?
Well, the best way to hit us up is F9 Medibles on Wicker. You can always find us F9 Bakery on Instagram or F9 Plate 9 Gallery is the current backup. We got to keep backup. We don't got a backup to the backup, but you got to have that first wall.
At least, because Instagram could say fuck you at any time.
Yeah.
We done know. Yeah. So please make sure you also type all that stuff in the chat as well so that people know how to get at you if they want to have any of these amazing products. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you guys having me once again. It's always blessed to be here. Heightened Chef always throws down every time the meals are bomb. The company's just as good.
Hey, yo, Pete Jackson. Nigga. You know what it is, nigga. Check this shit out. Yo, Carhartt jackets and Clarks, holding gold hammers, a bucket of coke in the boat, and it's organic kosher. With more notes than an octave, but dirty than Somalian water that's mad toxic. It's a cold case. When Irish hitmen bring me your face, with no body attached, for a low rate and cooling. Yeah, drawing castles in red sand. Then I finish it off with my left hand. Bottle of scotch in the bitch. You could call me that Dosaki nigga. Philippe Petite on the wrist. Long arms and this water I'm a